What's going on, guys? So I just recently completed the Ubers, and I wanted to make this video just to show you guys the gear and the stats that I needed in order to beat the Ubers. So starting off here, originally I was going to make a smiter, but then I realized or seen that you could make a Zealer in Project Diablo 2 and still make it viable, especially for the Ubers. So pretty much what I did was just give myself enough strength and dexterity to use my gear, and then just put the rest into vitality and then nothing into energy. For the more detailed stats, I have 8% life stolen per hit, 40% faster hit recovery, and these are important. I think these down here are the most important. Open wounds is especially important to stop the Uber regen, which I didn't realize until like the third time I was doing it after I read some forums. Crushing blow is very important as well, and deadly strike, which gives you the double damage, is important. If not the most important, I mean, a lot of people use like Crown of Ages and different things for increased physical damage taken reduce. I was able to do it with Rejuve pots and only 15% damage taken reduced. Some people say 40-50 is required. I think in my case, the resistances were the biggest issue with the Conviction Aura, because Mephisto was my biggest challenge. Again, this is just my personal experience. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments there. But this is how I did it. And then I have the max fire resist, cold resist, and lightning resist. And I swapped the Dwarf star for Diablo. And then use another Ravenfrost against Mephisto instead of the Dwarf star. So that's the basic stats. So for the gear, I finally got this would probably finalize my build here. So I finally got an Eth Zerker Axe, 5 open socket I found in a map, and I was able to make death with it, which you get the 44% deadly strike at level 88. And then the 50% chance of crushing blow, as well as the attack rating bonus, and it's just overall really good weapon. Only as long as you get the base, all you need is like a Vex, and then you just get the other runes, so pretty easy. Hell El, Orton Gull. But yeah, the crushing blow and deadly strike are key on this weapon, and the attack rating as well, because you're going to want a lot of attack rating to be able to hit the Ubers. Guillames Face with an rune for extra resistances. Again, the deadly strike, crushing blow. Highlords Wrath. I was able to actually corrupt this with max resist, which was pretty cool. But it gives me the deadly strike, which is important, as well as resistances of lightning resist and the max resist. And attack speed helps as well. Exile. I was able to make this about a week or two ago, and the Defiance Aura is helpful, but even more helpful is the max fire resist that you get, and even more important, in my opinion, it makes it go a lot quicker, is the amplify damage, which helps you kill these guys like twice as fast. That and the deadly strike, it's much quicker than it took me like half an hour to an hour in the past. Fortitude for the enhanced damage and defense. So without the Fortitude, it's like 900 less damage on the max and 300 less on the min. Max lightning resist as well, and the resistances. So that's helpful. Drax for the increased attack speed. This one actually corrupted with the extra attack speed, which was good. Lifesteal, and then the open wounds, which is important. Plus the 14 strength, so I can put more into vitality. Double Dwarf star here, with some nice corruptions, and another pretty nice belt. I mean, this one I swapped for Thundergod's Vigor against Mephisto, because of the lightning orb, as well as the maximum lightning resist. So when I put that on, I get like no physical damage reduced, but you get a good boost in lightning resistance and lightning absorb, which helped me against Mephisto. Set Exile, Ravenfrost, and then this was interesting because I needed these against Mephisto because of his Conviction Aura. because my shield only gives 30% all resist. So I needed at least, I found like 220% all resist, because the Conviction Aura is very, very powerful. And then I swapped to Gore Riders against Diablo, which why I was able to kill him more quickly. So that's the gear here. In addition, these are some extra ones that I needed as well. If you don't have enough resistance, this is a great item as well. Herald of Zachram. If you're able to get better, more sockets, you can put more runes. I only got one socket with a corruption, or with the puzzle box. But strength, vitality, resistances. Like with this shield, you don't get the amplified damage, but you get all the resistance you could need, and then you could swap out your charms for more attack rating or life instead of resistances. On my weapon swap, I had Call to Arms, so I'll just show real quick. You got Battle Command, Battle Orders, and then I could add my Holy Shield, which gives you ridiculous defense. And then you could still use Fanaticism. So on the swap, then that gives me, again, I don't have all that much life, which is, I'd prefer to have like 2,000 life. The Herald of Zachram gives you a little bit more, but I was still able to do it with only this much life. As long as you have the resistances, I found you're still able to do it. So that's the weapon swap. And then this is important as well, Demon Limb. So my attack rating is like 13,000 or so. But after you use...
Impossible.
Alright. Let me just drop this for now. So after you use Enchant Fire on the Demon Limb, level 23 Enchant Fire, you can see the attack rating goes up to like 17,000. And oh my god, it's attacking someone. Great. And then the damage goes up as well. So you have 17,000. This is, I found it's more than enough. And in addition on the weapon swap, so what I did, after I used Call to Arms, I swapped out the CTA flail for this wand I found, because even with the attack rating and lifesteal, I still needed life tap to survive, because I wasn't absorbing or stealing enough life. So I had to put life tap on these guys every like 10 seconds or so in order to keep myself alive and not use like as many rejuvenation potions. I used a ton, but this would help lessen the need for that and keep you alive longer. If you don't have enough resistances, which I found I still didn't with all this, I had to use this ring and swap it out sometimes for the Ravenfrost, which I still have cannot be frozen with one Ravenfrost, and then I get the attack rating and all resist with this ring, which helped. And then, as I mentioned, the Dwarf Star I used, I swapped against Diablo. The all resist was really mainly for Mephisto with the skeleton mages and his lightning attacks. Coming down here, we have the charms I used. So life and resist where I could get it. So all resist, all resist, all resist, all resist. And then attack rating and life. So attack rating, life, and resistances are all the keys to survival. If you're low on any one, which I found fire and lightning I was low, I had to get some life, fire, and lightning. So you kind of want to mix and match whatever you could put together. And this is what I kind of did. And this gave me enough attack rating to be able to steal some life from the spawns of Diablo, because you can't steal life from the skeletons, and then use life tap for the the lifesteal. So that's, I think, it for the gear and the charms here. Vigor, Gore Riders, and I swap in Gore Riders I mentioned for the Deadly Strike and Crushing Blow. With that, you could say I have like a 35, 196 chance on the Open Wounds, Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike. Without it, a little bit less, but more survivability. So I found these were pretty useful here. Going to the stats now, or the skills. Starting with defensive auras, I put in one to prayer just to get the Defiance aura, and then also Vigor so I could run around because Mephisto is very fast. Actually, all of them are fairly fast to catch up to you and kill you quick. So that's important. And then Defiance for the Holy Shield synergy, which I'll get to in a second. And then Resist Fire I used. You could do Lightning, Fire, whatever you want to do. Every 2 points gives you an extra maximum resist. So I probably could have done Resist Lightning to help myself against Mephisto. So either one. And then just use the Dwarf Star. And maybe Inferno Stride or something against Diablo for the fire resist. So however you want to do it there. If you don't have enough resistance still, use Salvation. I mean, you'll kill them slower because you don't have Fanaticism, but you'll survive longer for sure. Offensive auras, one each point of these, and then just to get Fanaticism, max that out. Damage, attack rating, attack speed. Combat skills, I had a max Sacrifice and Zeal. And for the, again, attack rating and damage. And then 1 point in each of these. Smite, charge, conversion, and then max Holy Shield for the defense. It really gives a huge bonus, you could see here. 15,000 defense I have right now. And yeah, that's it for the stats. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below.